Hey everybody, I'm Rich and this is Beekeeping with Rich. I noticed a trend on YouTube lately. People are reminding people to like and subscribe at the beginning of the videos, which I guess makes sense because if you wait till the very end like I do, people don't have a chance to hit the like button a lot of times. So today we're going to look at a build that I did last week. This is my two-frame mating nuke. Only my two-frame mating nuke is actually a three-frame nuke. Because when I built these a couple of years ago, the idea was 2 frames of bees and a frame feeder. Now, when I changed over from being a deep beekeeper to a medium beekeeper, these remained as deeps because I really didn't have any inspiration on how to change them over to mediums at that point in time. In fact, it was only recently that I saw something on YouTube that gave me the idea of what I needed to do. And my apologies to whoever the gentleman was who came up with this idea, because I did not think to catch his name, but it gave me an idea which I was able to modify to my own purpose. So let's get going here. These were 2-frame, 3-frame deeps, and I set the saw so that I got a medium frame plus about 1 inch and the new bottom board. We're going to disassemble this one so you can see what I did and why I did it. Now, as it happens, I'm probably not going to need any 2-frame deeps this year, or 2-frame nukes this year. But as I always say, if you wait until you need something, then it's too late. So this was on top of here. Let's see, that was the back, and that used to be a front. Set the saw, cut that off. And the important part is I then cut out exactly what was needed to put this boardman feeder on. The back, not the front. In doing so, the important part of this was, instead of having a bottom which was the same length, 19 7/8 inches, I made a 24-inch bottom board. It sticks out both ends. Notice where the paint line is here. This end goes like this. The front is painted because I put a light variation of the permanent barbing screen on there. So here's the beauty of it. I don't use boardman feeders to feed sugar water because it can lead to robbing. But if the fit is so precise that there's no place for the bees to get in, and if the feeder is at the back opposite the entrance, we should be in good shape. No robbing. And if robbing was going to occur, well, all I did was make a super simple modified version, I do, of my frame feeder, or of my robbing screen. Again, the whole basis of what I do is the fact that I make a 3/8 inch opening on 2 planes of it. In this case, all I did was bend a little piece up here. That way, when it's put on here, the bees don't even notice it per se. They're just going in and out of a rather unusual shaped entrance. They don't care. And they learn, a lot of them learn to come up here and go out anyway. So you already have the memory in a lot of the bees that, oh, there's 2 ways out of here. So if robbing does start, all I have to do is block this off right here, and the bees just go on about their merry way. Not that I expect there to be robbing with this setup, but if there is, that'll take care of it. Now, that's really as simple as it was. This gives me a setup where I can feed sugar water. I can monitor it, make sure that they're taking it. Yeah, it's got 3 frames instead of 2, so either I can use 3 frames, which I tend to do because more resources is better as far as I'm concerned, and it allows me to put in some extra bees a lot easier.
So this is a mating nuke.
So this is, well, yeah, this is a mating nuke. This is where you put in your queen cell. I made the body an inch deeper, so if there's a queen cell on the bottom, basically, if I'm doing hive inspections during swarm season and I see swarm cells and I decide to go ahead and make a split, boom, these are ready to pop into it, and away we go. You don't use a whole lot of resources doing this, and that gives you the little extra time you need to go ahead and do regular splits or do something to break the swarm urge on the rest of the bees, if the swarm urge can be broken. And if the swarm urge can't be broken, well, then you've already started your queens ahead of time. With any luck, by the day that they've built new queen cells, your queen's already gone out, gotten remated or gotten mated and come back. And so it's like, oh, they left. Well, I'll just pop you in and take whatever other frame of queen cells they made and pop that in here, and you just go right on about your merry way. At any rate, there you go. I put 1 screw in the bottom of this to hold it nice and firmly in there. As you saw how I took it apart, 4 screws puts the bottom back together on it. The top, as you've seen me before, I demonstrated the uses for my bungee rubber bands here that can be adjusted. That's just, since these lids are so small and so light comparatively. Yeah, let me do it on this side so you guys can see me do it. Zoop. There we go. Now an errant squirrel or an avocado falling on them or something like that isn't going to knock the lid askew or anything. Everything stays nice and tight. Simple little robbing screen at this end. I feel like we have a good setup there. It's nice and stable. 2-frame nukes, one of the reasons I wanted to go the 3-frame route was 2 frames just didn't seem stable enough to me. Three frames is fine. I have divider boards, plenty of them. I could slide one in there if I really wanted to squeeze it down, but probably never will want to squeeze it down because putting in a couple of frames of resources, having room to shake some more bees in there is always a good thing. So that's it. It's a simple short video. These have been sitting back there waiting for me to get an inspiration on how to set up a better feeder system than I had before. And as soon as I saw that guy putting feeders in the back of his hives, I'm like, you know what? That's the answer I was looking for my 2-frame nuke. So that's it. Again, this is Rich. Hey, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.